Hey everybody, I decided to go ahead and do another session on Andreen, someone who is actually looking for her because they know that I prioritize my readings by the people who pay versus, the cases that I do online because it does drain my energy and I want to save that energy for the people who are paying for my services and we have that trade and that sense of, it being valuable. So any reading that I do that's online and high profile is just out, because I feel the call to do so. Sorry. Okay, I did have others in the past. This is specifically for the groups that I had spoke to. Otherwise, the other ones can take it as you want it, but this is for one of the women who are searching that had paid for this session, as well as the cadaver search team I had spoke to last week. And we ended up finding some good information versus what they had seen versus what I received. So I'll go ahead and start. The first session I did send it over to them already, but I wanted to go ahead and just talk about what I received and how I received it. So the first message, did I? Okay. So he did pull off to the side of the road where he knew there were no cameras. Whenever I seen that, I seen almost like a gas station. So it was like, when I asked for how far away from home he was, he said, I see an old gas station close or past it. And whenever they were driving on the road, it was like there was two lanes and he was on the right side. And then the gas station would be on the left. And he was like passing it. It seemed like it was in the middle of nowhere. Last vision that I had, which was in the very beginning with the woman that did not share the information that I had received. I've seen something like a ravine, I suppose, or like a gully, and it was a cement, like the water flowing down on it really hard. So I wasn't sure if I was going to include that because she just, dismissed it, so I forgot about it. But something, I seen something wool, like a blanket possibly. He touched it with his bare hands, and he may have tossed it. When I asked for, oh wait. So I did see brown plank type pieces of wood, and they were tall, placed in vertical rows. Darker road due to water constantly hit darker wood due to water constantly hitting them. Sean, I cannot type or I cannot spell. Seen this in the first reading with the other woman who was causing problems, but she said nothing about it and dismissed it. So I just thought I would throw that in. So it was like vertical wood pieces, like chunks, but they were dark because like water was hitting them. I've seen that as well. So I did ask, the search team asked if they had been in the area yet or close by her body, and it said no. Which could mean just because it's the way you word it as well in a pentacle, so I could have just worded it wrong. But it was basically saying like it's very direct whenever it comes to pentacles, so I could have worded it differently. And so as far as them being right by her body, probably not because they haven't found her yet. So they've been looking a lot, so that could be why. And then the next image I seen, I'll go ahead and show you this. That's the road, and that's north. So just keep that in mind. And I did have a screenshot of a certain point that was up north, and then where she would live. And then I seen the how is this gonna work? And then I seen the versus a certain spot people were searching. I don't know what is up with this, but whatever, we don't care. And then in San Antonio versus where the place was that people were searching and that were having, maybe a possibility that he may have dumped her there is up north and has that little road that goes like that. So I did see a small wire fence, and I'm sorry that you guys can't see me right now. It looked like that. There was trees and there was like a very thin wire fence with like little, those little twisty things in there. Did they search for smells of decomposition in the truck? Might have moved her back there after a while. White towel over her face, like to knock her out, possibly. I don't know, something white, and it was like a blanket looking thing. so I'll go ahead and go next. I heard he hurt me. She may be a little confused right now, so at the moment, and it's hard to make clear messages sometimes because it has been so close. Especially with me and how I read, it's like a blanket over the reading, so it's hard to see the clear images. It's kind of like static in a phone line. Seen her hiking, a scene of her walking up steep small hill, grass and big rocks and gravel. The next one was a blue bird. Only state that has a blue bird that I seen was the closest is Missouri State. Check a lot of birds. Check what birds are in certain areas. Look small with small wings. Look at logos as well. Maybe that could be a thing. State, city birds, things like that. Or like logos around the area. Was someone else involved that could have possibly helped pick up her remains up at the spot he dropped her off at. Either that or the murderer moved her himself. The next one I seen was north, the word north. So that confirmed the first part of the reading with a single, with a single road right there. Blanket again, which is an image. And I also seen a big salad bowl. It was like silver, like the ones that were like at Salada, but it was silver. So that's what I got so far. So I'm going to continue to do this. I really appreciate the people who actually pay for these sessions because they actually care and they know that I prioritize, and I don't mean to make it seem like others aren't important, but I have so many cases every day, and if I could, I would all the days and every day. But I do have other stuff going on, and I'm super, super busy, so I try my hardest. But yeah, just as long as just consistent with me, and I'll make polls and just add me on these things, and I'll make sure that I see it, and but I do hear all of you and do love you, and we'll chat soon.